one of the founding members of Permayouth, and each festival she does an amazing slam poem. So, Eve, I'll let you take centre stage now.
Thanks. Thank you, Costa, for your amazing words. That was
No worries, Eve.
amazing, and it was so true. Everything you said was just like so true. And it's amazing to be here in front of you today, because if you weren't here, I'd be talking to myself and I may look a little crazy. So having you here is so much more fun. I write poems for the magic of the spoken word. I use poetry to work through what I don't know, which, to be honest, is a lot. And I write poems about my beliefs and my dreams. Spoken word poems should not just sit on paper. Something demands them to be heard out loud and witnessed in person. I guess that's why they are called spoken word poems. I'd like to share with you the magic of spoken word poetry by sharing a poem I've written to celebrate my love of permaculture and the love of my mentor and teacher, Mariah Gamble. Oops, almost forgot, and my mum. The poem I have for you today is called Counting My Butterflies. Thank you for listening. One constant in a world of variables is the joy I find in my patch of vegetables. Spending time on bended knee, loving the feeling of being free. This is why I am ready to believe. Kookaburras laughing high in a gum tree. As I sit and count my butterflies, and count 100 species of wild birds, what a prize. A dozen different wildflowers, what a way to while away the hours. A magnificent raptor circles the sky. Something in my heart understood his cry. What I see in my permaculture field, with a trickling stream, it's also real. A quiet oasis full of grace, so much more than an empty space. I thought how my love of gardening came to be. Then it hit me. It was an epiphany. Mariah Gamble, as well as my mum, presented a permaculture in a way that can be fun. I got to do my design course. My passion grew with such incredible force. The Permaculture Education Institute is so clever and masterful. They bring learning to the masses. They accomplish marvels. As a permaculture team, teacher, student and admin, you move rock, soil and compost just to make room for us to stand in. The Ethos Foundation is a small permaculture charity dedicated to supporting young people and women with such clarity. Permayouth is an extension of that, where young people from all over the world come together and chit-chat. Permayouth is a youth-led community, making a positive difference in the world and encouraging equal opportunity. Supporting vulnerable people in Ugandan and Kenyan refugee camps, fundraising for garden tools, seeds and water tanks. Regenerative education is the key for survival. We cannot stand still and be idle. The 12 permaculture principles and 3 ethics are the foundation and are central to permaculture. How poetic. Processes of change and exchange models of belief helps us find what we seek, from patterns of independency to break down walls of future possibilities. Earth care is taking care of all living systems. Lowering our impact by working in harmony is pure wisdom. People care by taking care of yourself and others. Inclusive thinking, cooperation, empathy, and choosing kindness for one another. Fair share is about taking all you need and sharing the surplus. Resources can be redistributed to benefit others regardless. Understanding nature by observing and interact. Reacting to changes and experiences should be tracked. Capture energy and store some for later. Batteries, solar panels to preserves for your refrigerator. Permaculture systems is designed for abundance. Reap the fruits of your labour. Don't be redundant. Self-regulation and accepting feedback. Notice, reflect and review while you kick back. Use and value renewable resources. Waste not, want not is what my mother enforces. One organism's waste is another's food. Have you seen landfills waste? Magnitude. Take a step back to see the patterns in the leaves, so you can see the forest for the trees. Integrate rather than segregate. By seeing parts, to seeing the whole, we should celebrate. Nature manages according to the long-term plan. Small and slow solutions ensures we are not overwhelmed by the enormity of the span. Nature's way of building resilience is ensuring that all of its creatures has abundance. Isn't that brilliant? The overlap between two ecosystems. A third ecosystem is born during emergence and composition. Creatively use and respond to change. Change is an opportunity to grow and rearrange. Thinking about solutions in the real world is thinking about the box that makes solutions unfold. Creativity is the greatest human asset we have to share. Words are the seeds, and actions show we care. We stretch and dig deep, learning more as we yearn, so let's spend time to observe in the hope we will learn. Education gave me the formula to turn complexity into simplicity. I'll run into dilemmas, but I have the necessary resources to formulate a remedy. Morag, I want to thank you for expanding my knowledge of the world around me. Your support and mentorship has given me the key. Remember, when the dust settles and how deeply we delved, what we have learnt about gardening, the world, and about ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Eve. That is so beautiful. Sorry, I'm trying to get into this little screen. Thank you, Eve. Your capacity to express the depths and the breadth of permaculture is just extraordinary. I wanted to let everyone know how extraordinary Eve is. Eve is 12. I don't know if you all realise that, but what an amazing capacity to not only understand all the concepts, but to express them so articulately. And, you know, and thank you for weaving me into that too and say thank you. I mean, it's my honour to work with you, Eve. I'm so proud of all of you. Permayouth have just been doing incredible, incredible work this past year. I mean, it's my honour to be working with all of you. Absolutely. Thank you.
And I love the name too. The butterflies. It's beautiful.
So the chat is going bananas at the moment. I see people saying, well done, amazing. Yeah. Fantastic.
It was, I mean, this was what I was saying before, like that idea of, you know, what does the future look like? What tools do we use? And whether that's music, whether that's art, whether that's, in this case with Eve, poetry, to connect to all those layers that we are as humans. And words are our communication, and to use words in a musical and artistic way, as you have, that resonates differently, because that's not a lecture, it's not a keynote address, it's not a tutor telling you something. This is you expressing it with a freedom and a poise and an artist's expressive touch, and you know, hence the responses from people, because you've touched different nerve centers in the body, and you know, the recognition that was through that is very important, because I think recognition of where we've come from, recognition of information, recognition of our First Nations people's knowledge, that recognition that permaculture and land care and science are based on this knowledge, yet you are capable of reflecting that knowledge in an artistic way that relaxes people. So, Eve, that was really wonderful. Thank you.